Okay, welcome aboard to this Geelong District Football League Division 1 first semi-final here at the Western Oval, Anakie versus Corio on the Sunday the 21st of August 1994. Out in the middle we've got Darren Gilmore and Andrew Maxwell. On the boundaries, Andrew Haynes and Ben Johnson. In the goals, Brian Paley and Mark Gray. Good luck to the umpires for today. Guest video production crew, of course, is Ron Brain, David Cook and Laura DeGoldie will be calling the game for you this afternoon. Cameraman Brett Revere, Sean Cannon and Robert Watson will bring you all the pictures, and I'm your director, Noel Fanning. Over to you, Ron, Laurie and David.
Thank you very much, Noel. Good afternoon to you and all our crew here helping out today. And good afternoon on my left, Laurie DeGoldie.
Good afternoon, Dave. How are you?
And on my right, the magnificent face of Ron Brain.
Thank you very much, David. Pleasure to be here again.
The best part about that, Ron, was your face never came up. That's pleased about four tape buyers already.
Well, that's just cost the director his job.
All right, that's the end of the jokes. We're back into it. The first semi-final of Geelong District Footy League Division 1. Corio, who looked certain to finish in second place at least about 4 or 5 weeks ago, find themselves relegated to the third spot through indifferent form and probably some injuries. They're taking on Anakie out here at the Western Oval, who, well, they must have been planning the trip away for about 8 or 10 weeks ago. They've won, I think, 11 of their last 12, Ron, to make the finals, or 10 of their last 11.
Yeah, David, I hate to remind you of this, but the accurate one suggested 5-6 weeks ago that Anakie would make the finals and play off. I'm halfway there, Laurie, and it just goes to show you when you've played and slept and eaten as much football as what I have over the years, that yes, I've done it again. I've got the Anakie Football Club into the first semi for the 94 season.
Yes, Ron. I've just got to say to our director downstairs, Noel Fanning, he might like to turn himself off. We can hear him googling and murmuring in the background there. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Was that Swahili or not, Noel? I wasn't quite sure what it was.
I was just being abusive to the cameraman.
We thought that was the case, and they've stopped because they've stopped taking the picture. Look, we've got a stop shot of the
pictures, Ron.
There's a shot of the crowd there.
Big crowd.
Good crowd here today, Laurie, too.
Big crowd. It will be a good crowd too, David, today. I think this is, I believe this first 10 minutes are really is what GDFL football's about. I just hope that there's a few yellow cards in their pockets here today, because I think it's going to be very, very tough.
I was going to call this the friendly games, actually.
Well, now, let's just get back. Yellow cards. What? Now, look, whoever's watching this tape, get rid of the yellow card. It's ridiculous.
Here, I agree with you. No, I've spoken about this quite a few times. I don't want to see those yellow cards. I want to see the red one. If there's something toward and it's unnasty.
If it's malicious, you get rid of them for the rest of the game.
Yeah, red card, and that's it.
Otherwise, maybe a 50-metre penalty, Laurie.
I don't even like the 15-metre penalty. I want to see the 15-metre penalty back for our football.
I
think 50-metre penalty is too harsh.
Ronnie, feelings before this game will be running pretty high. How high would they be running for Mickey Mostert, the Corio speedster, number 4? We give him a vote, I think, 2 weeks ago against North Geelong. He's not in the side for the first semi-final here today.
Yeah, well, I'm only reading between the lines of what information I've received from certain people. And just a little message for Mickey that the club is bigger than the individual Mick, and the sooner you realise that, the sooner you will be a better player in the future. And next time, look after yourself a little better. That's the reason why he's been dropped from the senior 20.
Okay, Laurie DeGoldie, you and I were out at Bell Post Hill a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago. It seems a long time. I've been playing golf for about 3 weeks, I think. Well, we saw Daryl Bissett almost limp off in the first quarter. As soon as he got near the ball, he then went to full forward and kicked 5 goals something and set them alight, won the game from no doubt about that, got them into the finals. Now he's playing today, obviously going to carry an injury where Corio have not selected the assistant coach, Big Ray Robertson, because of his injury. How important is it to have all fit players out there, or is Bissett good enough to play with his injury?
Well, first, David, I'll say that it's very, very important to be 100% fit. But also saying that as well, I mean, as a coach point of view, if I was coach, I certainly wouldn't play an unfit player. But you and I both saw what Daryl did against Bell Post Hill, and I think there's no doubt that he'll certainly take his place in the side, and I believe he'll play well. He certainly means a lot to them, and I mean, it's very hard to justify that. I mean, we're saying one thing that you should be fit to play out there, but I think he's one of those few players who can go out there and he's a definite leader. And he'll go out there today, and I believe he'll lead him similarly to against Bell Post Hill.
Laurie, if you were the captain coach of the Anakie Football Club today with the problem that the existing coach has got, you'd be playing too.
I probably would be, and I think that you know I'm guilty of also doing the same thing. When I was captain and coach, I actually did play a couple
So
of
am I.
games when I was unfit, but.
When you're as good as what we are, Laurie, you can get away with it, mate, because we have set a lot of examples for the younger generation of country football
You've
here
set
for
one
many,
not to
many,
follow.
many years.
Well, it's just getting in there a little bit, Ron. It was just like our luncheon we just had half an hour ago. You know, we sat up with the Johnny Zimmers and the Drakes and the Bobby Jones and those blokes. I mean, you're certainly rubbing shoulders with legends there.
Certainly, and Johnny Zimmer, just a quick reminisce, 17 goals in one particular game of football, but was fed well by Laurie de Goldie throughout the afternoon.
Well, he won't agree to that, of course, but he was fed by not just me, but a lot of other people that played particularly well there. But I did play in that particular game.
Big effort, isn't it, Laurie?
It's a big effort to see someone kick 17 goals, you know, when you're in the actual team. But he was a legend, of course.
And I think there'll be a couple of big efforts here this afternoon, Cookie.
Well, I think that, obviously, Anakie, Daryl Bissett's got to start at full forward. We know that, but that's not giving any secrets away. One I can tell you, I spoke to the Heap. He's a good mate of mine before the game. He told me he opted out. The team wanted him in.
I could honestly believe that.
And
David.
he went along with their wishes. He said
Yes.
he thought he probably shouldn't play because it was an important final game. He thought he shouldn't play. He's not 100%. They put it to the team, and the team to a man said they wanted him to play. Bit of spirit there, Ronnie.
A lot of spirit out of Anakie. That's why they're in the first semi-final.
Yeah. And I think today probably this game will be centred around a guy like Paul Camerotto. I think if he can play very well, I think this West Oval suits him. If he stays in the centre, he'll use those big bombs as Cookie calls them, and he'll send them forward many, many times. And I think he'll be one of the guys today that I don't believe that Anakie Corio got a bloke to cope with Camerotto.
That was my next question to Ronnie.
Well,
Frank.
it's
Who's
interesting
gonna
you
pick
say
him
that.
up?
Well, I reckon Swampy Marsh will give him a good run for his money. He's tough, he's hard, and he's ferocious at the football, Laurie. And if you get his way, he'll give you one to go on with. I think it's going to be a great contest.
Certainly, it'll be a great contest. I just feel that if Marshy can't do it, certainly no one else out there can probably do that job on
Correct.
Camerotto.
Marshy is the only one on the Corio side that can do what we expect to do to cover.
Well, myself, I think Dave
Camerotto.
McKinnon might have the job of tagging him throughout the afternoon, playing as a defensive centre, but I think he'll just follow him around all day.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Dave McKinnon at full forward.
Dave, I just want to take this bit of a task on it. I've actually seen a couple of guys being tagged in this final series, and I don't think they tag like they used to be tagged. A tagger means you stand on a guy and you wear him everywhere. And if they've got someone that can do that, well, they might get away with it. But I don't think there's anyone on the side that can tag, and in our footy they don't tag hard enough. I don't believe.
No, I agree, Laurie.
What about some of the matchups today? I think Corey Bissett's going to start out at centre half forward for Anakie, with Daryl, the brother, going to full forward. Roddy, who's going to pick up the big fella, Corey, at centre half forward? He's played very well out of Bell Post Hill when he moved there, and when he moved there against the Amateurs, when Anakie trailed by about 8 goals at half time, he played very well there also.
Well, my suggestion would be there. I believe that the guy that could do the job on Corey Bissett is Dave McNamara, and I think that when you're captain and coach of a side, you have to stand up and be counted. And I think that if Dave can stay on Corey and play him well, that could be a big bearing on the game.
Yeah, big job. It's a big ask because there's a lack of inch and poundage there, but
He's got a big heart, the leader of the band, isn't he, Ron?
Yeah, he certainly has. And Laurie, you've taken the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, the number 7 Guernsey for Corio should pick up Corey Bissett in the leader of the band, Daryl McNamara.
Yeah, Laurie, the general opinion is that Anakie are a big, slogging, slow side. Yet we saw them outrun Bell Post Hill after half-time, did we not? And they did it through the little fella on the wing, Glenn Light,
Definitely.
Jason Flynn. Young Greaves played very well and ran hard and ran quickly. Phil Gavin's pretty quick. They've got a few quickies too. They're not the slowest side in the world. Don't worry about that.
Well, I believe they've got to be complimented on their selection. I think that they've picked these running type players in the flanks and the wings and such, ruck rovers, to bolster the slower type players. I mean, the Welshes and Paul and the Bissets, Corey Bissett, Daryl Bissett, okay, they might tend to be a little bit slower, but if you've got those running players around you, which they had, and I thought at Bell Post Hill, David, their defence, Anakie's defence was great. I thought they stuck very, very tight, and they're prepared to run the ball out. Jolly at centre half-back did very well, but they also had the running players. And that's the type of thing that's going to win. You have to have people that can run off the half-back flank at Westover. And I think that Anakie can do that. I also think that Corio are capable as well of running off the back line as well. But this will be a tough contest. I would say the side that can win here today will feature in the grand final.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And I agree also, Ron, so we're unanimous in that one.
Jason Tate, I notice, the number 10 Guernsey for Anakie, is not playing today, and he's one of the... It's his brother Justin, the bigger fella. Buddy. And yeah, that concerns me a little bit because Jason, I thought, played very well mid-season at Mottawarra. Got 2 votes off me, I think. Not playing today. You've mentioned they've got a mix of quickies and a bit of experience, Anakie. I hope that the aerial contests are good from an Anakie point of view because they are going to be a little bit taller than Corio. And time's going to tell, fellas, because
selection, Ron.
Anakie 8 points.
Laurie,
I'll say Anakie probably about 6 points.
Well, I'm going to be different. I'm going to go for Anakie, but I'm going to go for them by about 5 goals. I think they might win this game. They're on a real roll. Every game they've played for the last 10-11 has been a final, and I think this is the use of the pressure, and the umpire is about to start the ball in the centre, and here's Ronnie Brain to take the opening stand of the first semi-final of 1994.
Up they go for the Gasperio Pie. First touch to the leather goes to the big fella, Robbie Walton for Corio. Comes to ground. Copy one a little high there, was late. He got a quick hand pass out. Ball very slippery early stages. The Butteretrich is in there. Thumps the ball out the direction of his teammate who comes through and punts it up there at the eggshell. I think that was Johnny Cousins, but a great grab there at half. Back for the Anakie Roos. And you'll find it's taken by the reliable Neville Gogol.
Gogol goes out wide towards centre wing. Here's Camerano. Laurie said he's important. He's taken the first grab of the day. Goes down towards half forward. Brendan Jolly's up. The ball knocked away. Had trouble here. Cousins had a haircut. Couldn't pick him up for a minute. Picks it up. Kicks it back towards... He was looking, in fact, for Marsh. It's knocked away from him by Flynn. Back it comes by hands towards McNamara. Elmer's there putting the pressure on. The ball's out of bounds. It's a boundary throw in out there. Well, almost centre wing position. Just slightly in the attacking zone. Well, I'm going to call it centre wing. I don't think it's anywhere at all.
Yeah, early stages, crowd starting to build here too, Laurie, and it should be a very entertaining afternoon of GDFL footy.
It sure will be. I see Darren Shelley's picking up Daryl Bissett, so that'll be a good contest.
Certainly will. The leader of the band, where is he, Laurie? Can we pick him up? Has he got Corey Bissett?
I think he may well have.
That was Mick O'Toole trying to bust his way through the pack, but Micko was well claimed in that tackle. Shelley goes up and wins this knockdown versus Pittman. Goes to ground, quick hand pass out, it's all right too. Sets Bobby Marsh free at centre wing. Marsh goes on the right foot, too much carry on the football by Troy Motto on that occasion. Gogol's got him, I think, and the ball is off hands. I think you'll find it's out of bounds. Boundary throw in, half forward flank, Corio into attack.
Early stages of the second semi, I should say first semi here, Division 2. Let's get it right, Ron. Division 1. As we see the ball back into play, half forward flank. Good fist away there, Ashley Davey. Well sharked at ground level low for them. The Anakie side kicked the ball up to the half centre wing position. Now the butter comes in again. Another touch of the leather for the Corio Devils. Fist away. Good work there, Mickey Carter. Likewise coming in well, Adam Kent. Quick kick up there to half forward, but in the way again, Neville Gogol.
Gogol. Gogol, isn't he reliable? He's better than the bloke on TV. He takes the mark at half back and he punch kicks the ball. That seemed to hang up in the breeze a little bit there. Might be a little bit favouring the end of which Corio going to run. I'm not too sure. Wait on this. Elmer's got the mark. Free kick, I think you'd find it is. Right in the centre of the ground. And Elmer, he's been one of the reasons why they've lifted. He was very quick out of Bell Post Hill, Laurie, and played quite well.
He did play very well out there, David.
He's got the ball in the centre of the ground. Mick O'Toole downs the mark as Jamie Elmer comes in. The punt kick's not a particularly good one. Getting underneath there, sort of streaming out of the fence. Looks like Etridge, it takes the mark. Cousins, it might have been. It was. He's playing at half back, Ron, and he punt kicks up towards half forward. Welsh is there to do the tough work for the Anakie Footy Club.
Yep, pack of players around the footy, just to the corner of the centre square. As we see now, umpire Darren Gilmore coming, he'll bounce down as players just very reticent to give up the footy there. And, well, cameras very patiently waiting for what could happen as we see work there. Scotty Simon, strong. Half back, long bomb to half forward. Up they go, down she goes. Kel Kearney, kick well smothered from the racehorse, Elmer. Can he pick it up? Under pressure, taps it forward to Bissett. He tried to clean up one of the players there, missed him as the eggshell though drills the ball back up the corridor. Good footy, Darren Shelley, but Swampy Marsh let him down. Dropped the easiest of chest marks. The leader of the band caught with the ball.
Held in.
Umpire McNamara said no, he'll bounce down. Benefit of the doubt, gentlemen. What's your thoughts, Laurie?
Yes, I think that was a fair enough decision there, Ron. I see Camerotto put a very good tackle on just a moment ago.
Yeah, it's fierce but fair at the moment. I'm pleased with the way both these sides are attacking the football, not the man, as Etridge picks it up at half-back, kicks the ball around towards centre with Troy Morrow, uses the body brilliantly and takes a great mark. Spins around and plays on immediately, goes down. Mickey Howard takes the mark at half-forward. Good grab by the big fella. That'll give him a bit of confidence early on, Laurie.
That could be, he could be one of the big movers up there today. He's got those big hands and...
Yeah, let's just hope he's got the big boot, Laurie, because Mickey Howard, great competitor, great mark, but his kicking isn't.
A little bit suspect.
A little bit to be desired.
And out of camera, we can see Howard on camera. Out of camera, out at half-back. Scotty Hearn's in a lot of trouble there for Anakie. He is down, didn't see what happened, but he's not too good. Here comes Howard coming into fire for goal. Bit of an awkward standing start. Left foot kick into the goal square.
Welchie!
That takes a good grab. No play on as the call for the umpire. He run in. He said, hold. The ball was held in. It's in the goal square. Welchie said, don't think I can catch him.
Congratulations to Paul Welsh. What a great season. Got 22 votes, equal tied with Daryl Jones, but because of the mishap throughout the season, couldn't take the award.
Yes,
The umpire's just bounced the goal.
It's a top effort, that, from Paul Welsh.
Oh.
Now, that wasn't touched by any player, Ron, was it?
He should do it
Shouldn't
again.
that bounce again?
I would have thought so.
He's bounced that down. It's gone through the goals. He's declared it all clear for a behind. And
Peter-
we'll have to
Peter's
put
thinking
that
of
one
the
down the
play.
umpire, Roddy.
Well, Darren Gilmore might have backed Corio.
Yeah.
If they get up by a point, I tell you what.
Here's the,
Oh, kick out. Went out to half-back. Little Gavin got it on the wards at Camerotto. With a bit of strife, he might get a free kick, I think, against the youngster there. A young player in Warren Thompson back at the
Academy
Corio
Award
Club.
there, I think.
And, experienced Laurie. Kicks the ball out wide to Gavin. He takes the mark, wants to take on the man on the mark in Brown. He does. Now he's called the play on as he's pushed, as he kicked, gets it down towards Corey Bessett's out in front. He's taken the grab. Now, Corey, he's within kicking distance. We know what a good kick he is. He'll certainly have to aim at the right goal post, Ronnie, because the bruise pretty stiff across the ground.
Hey, Cookie,
Yep.
that goal umpire down the other end, it did signal the ball was touched from that fence.
All right, thanks, Noel.
I just had a look at it on the instant replay.
Oh, you're a marvel. Corey Bissett straightening up. Can he kick Anakie's first? He's aimed for the right. It's swinging back. Wait on it. It's home! Corey Bissett kicks the first goal. Magnificent kick off the boot. And we've gone 5 minutes on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock in the first quarter.
Have a look at the big fella too, Laurie, on screen. Congratulated there by his teammate who set it up in Phil Gavin. Hey, that's not a bad goal first up with the bruise coming over his right shoulder the way it is.
Top effort. It's very hard to get your hands around that big fella to congratulate him as well, isn't it?
Ooh.
That's a bit of him.
It's a big effort.
Apco Easy Shop first got a scoreboard. Anakie one straight goal, 6 points. Anakie one rush, I should say, Corio one rush point.
Ricky Neville's got the job on Corey Bissett. For those that are interested, a chance for Welsh to get the ball out of the centre. He can't do so. Here come Corio. Have a little bounce, son. Put on the left foot. Nice kick too. Down towards half forward. Stretching out, trying to get to that one there was the player 23 jump. I haven't seen him for a while. Mickey Carter. He's got the bandage up. That's why I didn't recognise him. But, the kick not too good there. Free kick in the last line of defence, Darren Jolly.
Yeah, Jolly, nice long drop punt.
Oh.
Oh, Caramoto!
Beauty.
Strong! Over the back of the pack, takes a screamer at centre wing. Members side of the Western Oval, goes short and just about bruises the big Welshie's left breast.
Yeah, the big fella, Paul Welsh, takes the mark. Punt kicks it, puts the boot into this one. Up towards half forward. Pittman's up, can't mark. At ground level, Flynn got plenty of pace, gathers down to Daryl Bissett. A sideways tap to Corey. A little kick off the ground, bounces awkwardly the wrong way. Very clever stuff from Daryl. He knew he couldn't stop on that ankle. Knocked the ball into the path of Corey Bissett. Put the foot into it. Thought he was Maradona. Tell you what, he's a bit bigger than Maradona.
Corio Village locksmith. Rockies, that is, of course. First quarter time clock there showing nearly 8 minutes gone to the first term.
Boundary throw in, forward pocket. Anakie in attack. Tense game. Bissett does the right work, doesn't win this one. Over the back, a chance for Shelley. Fumbled at the wrong time, knocked further afield, got it back to Morrow. Good play there too. That was young Cousins, Ronnie. That's it must be a relation, of course, of Johnny, you'd think, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Here's trouble, here's caught, I reckon.
No, tackle was
Oh,
too high.
By golly. Daryl Bissett going crook too, but Dave Cousins takes the free kick at half back.
Bit lucky, wasn't he?
Is that Johnny Cousins, is it?
That's Johnny Cousins' brother, I think you'll find.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
number 17.
They
It's
do
up
look
from,
alike,
up
don't
from the
they?
under-18s. Yeah, good to see the youngster getting a chance with the Corio Devils here today. Initiation with the Anakie Roos, I got to tell you. It's throwing the ball. Good footy, though. Keeps it rolling towards the goal mouth for the Anakie side. In the middle of the ground, pack of players have formed. And actually, Mickey Gibbons. Yeah, he actually could have been penalised, but I think umpire Gilmore suggested that was good footy because he kept the ball moving.
Yeah, he tried hard. Up goes Scotty Simon, wins the knockdown there for Anakie, goes towards Gavin, but Marsh is there first, got a bit of advantage on the leg there. Marsh claimed high on the tackle as he got the hand pass away, and Swampy Marsh takes free kick at the centre of the ground. About to send Corio into attack.
Yeah.
We've got nearly, about 8.5 minutes on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock as Marsh doesn't kick too well with that leg that's bandaged, Ronnie.
Doesn't look too good, does it, for an on-ball player, Cinnamon, and well, let's hope he can hold in, but the ball now at centre wing position. Looks there for the big fella Justin Tate, but he traps it as he's been pressured over the line there from good work Adam Kent. Boundary throw in, member side centre wing.
Well, the throw-in's a beauty too, aided by the breeze, gives the ruckman every chance. Up they go, Walton was up, knocked further afield by Camerotto, down towards half forward, in comes Elmer, overran the foot, he left it behind in fact, through comes Morrow, Keating was there to support, the kick goes down, that's a mark taken, and wants to play on too. That's Costello coming out from full back. Did the job nicely. The kick's not quite as good as the mark or the play on. It's out of bounds out there on the far side of the ground. I think it might have bounced inside the boundary line though, Ron.
What's happened is that there's been a free kick, a 50-metre penalty. Costello played on after the push because he actually recovered well and kept his footing. And it's going against Mickey O'Toole. And Mick, well, just watch his P's and Q's.
All right, so Costello's never been down that far. He's down towards half forward. Obviously hadn't been down that far. The kick is a shocker. As Keating chips in and takes the mark in the back pocket and goes long. He goes wide out towards the centre wing. Corio a chance, 2 plays 1 here. Boundary line looms up. I think the boundary line's going to beat them all. Ronnie Ettridge was a chance.
Both sides early stages, good pressure, and I'm very impressed with
no dirt.
The endeavour of the smother. A little bit lazy in the tackling area though. There's been several high free kicks given, and they need to really work harder on their tackling. As we see good quick hands over the top there. That was you'll find it was Cousins again. Got it to the Ettridge. Butter up to the teeth of goal, and I think you'll find that yes, a holding charge. Mickey Howard has been held out of the contest against Darren Jolly. And umpire there, right on the ball in Andrew Maxwell.
11 minutes gone, Rockies 24-hour locksmith Corio Village News Agency time clock. Howard straightens up, goes, this is a better look. Have a look at this one. This looks all right. The goal umpire's leant back, bent the back and said, yes, sir, Mickey, you're home, son. You've got the first goal on the board for Corio. Nice kick, that one off the boot, Ron.
Yeah, good work.
He could cause him a little bit of trouble down there, Howard. He's got that height down there and he puts those big hands up and grabs that ball. And as Ronnie said, he's not the best kick, but from 15 metres out, you can't miss too many.
Hey, the adrenaline's pumping. I got a bit of a buzz there when the umpire raised the 2 fingers. Mick's pretty happy. He might surprise me today and kick 6 or 7
He
straight.
could well do.
Okay, Mickey Gibbons has come off and back on goes Scotty Hearn. He's recovered okay. 6 points, plays 7 on that scoreboard as it flashed up very quickly there. And here is Welsh taking the free kick at the centre of the ground. Paul Welsh had a great season. Can he cap it off with another victory for the Anakie side? He kicks up towards, high up goes Shelley, punched the ball down nicely. Greaves goes back and slaps it back into the arms there of Big Pittman. He's in stride. Got the hand pass away. In goes Elmer. In goes a couple of other players too. In goes the umpire. He said, it's my ball, boys. I'll have this one inside the 50. Anakie deep in attack. 7 points, plays 6. And Anakie have a lead, Ronnie, of just 1 point.
Yeah, Pittman very lucky. The ball then lost, was knocked away from him because he should have been penalised trying to burst his way through and was caught. High tackle there, you can't do that. Yeah, and I think you'll find it's Ricky Neville has infringed. And an opportunity here for one of the smaller running players of the Anakie side.
It's Brendan Jolly. And Daryl Bishop was the one that got the little kick out of the pack that gave him a chance to run onto the footy. So the big fella down there making his presence felt.
Well, Brendan is about 30 metres out, directly in front. Shouldn't have any problems here. And let's wait. It's all clear. Great goal, Brendan Jolly. And Anakie, which I would suggest kicking. It's a bit hard to work out whether they've got the breeze. I think they may have in this first quarter, gentlemen.
It's hard to tell. It looks like it swung a bit. It was directly across the ground at one stage. It may have swung a little right of scream. It's certainly still across, but good goal from Brendan Jolly there, Laurie. And, well, the game's pretty good. Everyone thought it was going to be an all-in bun fight at the start, and it hasn't been that way.
No, well, we're certainly playing the ball, and that's good for football, and there's a lot of football with it. But those flags are actually blowing across the ground. I think they may be just favouring Anakie just a touch from here.
Okay, into the centre they go. Ball, bit of a volleyball in there. Camerotto doesn't play it. He lost the footy as he tried to get through the pack, though. Oh, cop one. He's down. Camerotto too, Roddy. Keep your eye on him.
Kept one a little bit low, I'd suggest.
Yes. Might want to get in the matrimonial bed tonight, Ron, for a little while. Bed over, hands on knees.
He'll come good.
Well, eventually, the tears are just starting to subside. Back into the setup. Umpire restarts proceedings. He's all right. Camerotto up he goes. Stops it in the path of Elmer. He's tackled. Got the hand pass away. Rode the bump beautifully. Got it to Big Welsh. Welsh goes down. Looking for Cory Bissett. He's out in front. Got the hands on it. Couldn't hold the mark at the last minute there. Here comes Jolly. Hand pass over the top. Here comes Bissett. Can he dive onto the footy? He knocks the ball out to Gavin. Gavin, oh, claimed high in that tackle. Got to take the... And he was claimed high in the second one too, if you don't mind. Phil Gavin takes free kick in front of goal for Anakie.
Daryl Bissett, those little 1%ers he's doing there. You know, we said before the game he may not take his spot, but those little things he just gets out. He's capable of doing that. There was a top little handball out there, and this could well result in the goal.
And had a hand in the previous goal too.
Yeah, exactly.
A little kick out of the pack. Phil Gavin.
Very poor tackling from Darren Shelley.
Okay, Ronnie, you said it. Here comes Gavin, lining up, and he goes for goal. I think he's got it home. I think he snuck it in. It's there. Phil Gavin kicks his first. Anakie get their third goal on the board, and they've jumped Corio a little bit at this stage, Ronnie. The next goal's pretty crucial. And Laurie to goalie. If Corio don't kick the next one, all of a sudden they're 4 goals down.
Well, that's right. I just feel, though, as I just said 5 minutes ago, I think that Anakie may be just using the bruise a little bit. So we just don't want to get carried away at the moment. But still, nevertheless, your comments are quite correct. They have to fight back Corio, and I dare say from this centre bounce I'll have to do something.
Atco Easy Shop scoreboard, 18 plays 7. Anakie lead.
Welsh, the big ruckman, gets it down to the dash of Elmer, thumps it up there looking for the big fella Bissett. That was Darryl. Back of the pack, left foot, shot at goal. Looks pretty good.
Jolly.
Brendan Jolly has kicked his second, and what a great snap at goal.
Oh, what a beauty. He was well shepherded by big Cory Bissett. Shepherded, then told him, kick it, son, kick it. And Brendan Jolly, the Electrolux man, no trouble at all. Through she goes. 4 goals straight on the board. Apco Easy Shop's first quarter scoreboard in the first semi-final. GDFL Division 1 for 1994. They lead Corio, who got 1-1-7 on the board. And, well, fair to say, Laurie, Anakie have controlled the game up to date.
Definitely, and their team lifters, those goals. That was a ripper, that one. Round the boundary line in and straight through. It's going to lift them. Paul Welsh is doing well in the centre as well.
Yeah, this occasion, though, he's infringed, and I think you'll find Ashley Davey will get a free kick and a welcome return to the Devils. Kicks it straight down the corridor. Looks there, push, but that looks like that was David Cousins doing the work there. Couldn't hold the footy. There's been a push, and a very belated free kick for mine.
Well, Camerotto going crooks down in the mark too. He said he holding the ball for 5 minutes.
Yeah, good call, Cookie, and that's about it too. And should have been penalised. Yeah, Mickey O'Toole.
Micko's got it. He's got the ball. Well, he's got to kick it a fair distance. Probably got to kick it about 45 to nearly 50 metres. Left foot kick from Mick O'Toole. Looks a little bit wobbly off the boot. It does wobble well away from the posts. Boundary umpire says, your decision, sir, to the man with the hat. And the man with the hat set it through for 1 point only.
That bruise, yeah, quite strong. And that ball, I mean, there's the instep, Mick. And when Mick has a look at the replay, it's got to be a taut instep there, Laurie. It's not taut at all.
Yep.
Now, Mickey, had it been taut, you could have split the woodwork. But you've got to kick the ball to the left post.
Darren Jolly bombs it out long, but a beautiful mark taken by big Mickey Howard, backing back into that pack.
Yeah, good grab.
Now,
Good
Mickey
grab.
tells them to go to the left, and then he kicks it to the right. Wasn't the best kick of all time, but it's down there anyway. Enough players go. Welsh can't take the mark at ground level. In they go. McKinnon's in there. Big Welsh, he shows his streak. Bullets his way through the pack, chips it out at the half-back, and Swampy Mars takes the mark right on the 50-metre line.
Yeah, Swampy with that right calf muscle heavily strapped.
Watch his kick, Ron.
He'll come in, he'll pull the kick for sure, but no, he doesn't. He goes bang. It's a lovely kick right up to the teeth of goal. Howard couldn't hold the leather. Camerotto, though, with strength, reads the footy well, drives the ball to half-back. Up there looking for a teammate. Costello it is. No, it's Tate. I think it's Tate.
And well
under
played,
pressure.
Big Tate too.
Well, numbers were against him on that situation. Good enough to beat both of them. Find the boundary line. Centre wing throw in members' side of the Western Oval.
Yeah, Mark Brown and Adam Kent right there with him, but good enough for the day there. Tate got the ball out of bounds. It's on centre wing. Anakie looking to go into attack again in this first quarter. Gavin knocks it further afield. He's looking for Elmer. Oh, Marsh goes in and gets rid of Elmer. Sets up Brown to get the footy. Elmer goes in after Brown. Brown gets it back towards Marsh. Here comes Camerotto. Gathers the ball brilliantly. Picks it up and fires with the right foot into the forward zone. Oh, Daryl Bissett's there. Picks it up. The kicker smothered. Is it smothered off the boot? Or no, it's bouncing. It's bouncing the wrong way. 1 point only the big fella, Daryl Bissett. On one leg, he's pretty dangerous, Laurie.
Sure is. There was a bit of a turnover there from Marshy and allowed Camerotto to run onto that ball. And
Not moving real well, Swampy, is he?
he is not. He's got a very heavy bandage there, and I think that he might be in a little bit of trouble.
Apco easy shot, first quarter scoreboard. Anakie 4-1-25, Corio 1-2-8. First quarter.
Now that kick out's gone out towards half back. Ricky Neville's kick. Touched off hands out there. It's going to be a boundary throw in, but didn't cover much distance with that kick. It's still inside the 50 for Anakie as the boundary umpire puts it back into play. Tate goes up and slaps the ball to the turf, but ineffective because, as you say, Roddy Davey is underneath it and gathers it nicely. Goes down towards centre wing. Out comes Hearn. He was off injured a minute ago. He's back on. Well done, Scotty Hearn. Give it across to the pace of Light. Light goes back towards Gogol. Gogol's in trouble. Vassett kept fresh air. Shot up the ground. Not particularly good. He's given up the footy. Down it goes towards half forward Corio. Needs some runners down there. McKennahan's running onto the football. He can't pick it up. Goes back after it again. Little kick round the boundary line. Might have been Morrow. I think it was out before he got the foot on it. We'll have a boundary throw in far side of the ground. And Corio into attack.
Dave McKinnon, what's he doing? He looks like he's in attack for the Corio side, being picked up there by Neville Gogol, so obviously ruck roving here this afternoon. Boundary throw in, 60 metres from the Corio goal. Davey doing some good work, but it's a ground level again. Scotty Hearn to Camerotto, who's been busy. Kicks the ball to the centre of the ground. Oh, Tate came through strongly. Got hand on foot, but the footy, but again, Corio into attack.
Oh!
Kick off the carpet. Mickey Carter sweetly done. He's picked out Elmer in the middle to Camerotto.
That's
got to be
it.
50.
Oh, Darren Shelley caught behind. Frustration,
Yes.
perhaps. That's got to be 50, or the game's not fair dinkum. You can't do that, Ronnie Brown. Come in, please, quickly.
Ridiculous.
Laurie?
Ridiculous.
Okay. Darren Shelley fired up. He's obviously, looking to slow down the brilliance of Big Bissett down there. What about the lead? Wasn't bad for a bloke on one leg. You know,
Hey, what about the pass
What
from
about-
Camerotto?
What about the pass, the ex-Newcombe player? Tremendous.
Shot out of a gun.
Yeah, but you've got to lead straight down the breadbasket. That's where he was going, straight in the corridor. And I'll tell you what, he's kicked this one out of sight. They might never find that. Daryl Bissett kicks his first. He's had a hand in about 3 others. Been pretty lively down there. And Anakie go further ahead in the first semi-final.
It's a very good lead, isn't it?
Match-winning lead, Laurie.
Oh, I wouldn't say that quite at this stage. But
Let's see what it's like at half-time, Laurie, eh?
We'll have a look when they have a use of the breeze.
Pretty hard to tell the breeze from up here. Look straight across the ground, but Anakie's kicks seem to be carrying a little bit further, Ronnie.
Oh, you blokes get up. You're carried away with the bruise. Look, if you're good enough, you're winning with us, with or with against the bruise.
I'm trying to give your company
You
a plug
blokes.
here. Apco Easy Shop scoreboard. You can listen to this idiot down there at Barwon Heads if you call him for some juice. He got on to 5 goals, 131 points on the board. Anakie Corio got 1 goal, 28 points, and that's on the Apco Easy Shop scoreboard. And he has kicked this one out of the park. I think he's put it in that, what's that pub on the corner? The Telegraph.
The
He's kicked it
sale
in
yards.
The sale yards. Well, that's where it's coming back now. That's very nice to see.
I like the way that Anakie's going up the middle. They're looking for Camerotto. Camerotto's not letting them down, moving the ball quickly.
What did we mention before having a quiet cleanser at Newtown Club Rooms? The only way to play the Western Oval is down the corridor.
That's exactly right.
The ball has eventually found its way back into the centre of the ground. We've gone about 17 and a half minutes on the Rockies. 24-hour locksmith time clock as Camerotto grabs the footy, spins this way, that, puts it on the left boot, kicks it again down the corridor, up high there, couldn't take the mark. Greaves coming out of the fence, that looked like Cousins, was it? Picked it up, kicked it out. Yeah, Johnny Cousins it was, didn't like the attention from Brendan Jolly, got the boot away to Mark Brown, been a bit quiet. Here's the Baker boy, where you been, son? Gets it, got the hand pass away. Oh, not a good one. Here comes Mark Brown to lend a bit of assistance, coming in there. David Cousins is there too. He got the ball, goes on left foot down to the forward line, looking for Howard. He's up, can't take the mark. Ball hits the turf. Here comes Tomorrow, has a flying shot at the goal. Mal went on. Oh, he's just missed to the left-hand side. Good move, Corio.
And there's been a report, a head-butting report, I'd suggest, on the other end of the ground at half forward, Cousins and Jolly.
Wonder who got reported, Ron. You want to nominate it?
I'll say nothing.
You say nothing. That'll be a nice change. Say about Darren Jolly kicking the ball back in
It's
the
a
play.
lovely kick. He's kicked that 75 metres to the outer side of the ground. Looks for Camerotto, who's BOG for mine early stages. Quick hands. I tell you what, that footy's pretty hot. Wayne Thompson it was. Got hand to leather. Hand pass, though, to no one in particular.
They got it tomorrow, Ron. Down the ground it went, but I think it's got to come back. I think that player there, Adam Kent, is it? Free kick.
Goes short. The lead is on. But no, they can't do it. There's been, well, it looks like off the ground is number 28 for Anakie, Brendan Jolly. I'll say no more.
Right.
Yellow card stuff, I think.
Here's Kent now, kicking the ball into the forward line. The lead is on. The mark is taken by Mick Howard. And he's, well, Laurie, he's well within kicking distance.
Yes, it'll probably test him, I think, David. Although I think he should kick this. This will be a very important goal for Corio.
Yeah, they need to get one back.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that because we've got the 20-minute mark. This is the business end of this proceedings here.
Wayne Thompson off the ground and Phil Boyle on for Corio as an opportunity here, Cookie.
Mickey Howard taking plenty of time to kick this one. He's really concentrating and studying. Jolly stands the mark as Howard comes in, stabs with that left foot. It drifts away to the left-hand side. Too far, I'd suggest. It is offline, 1 point only, and they needed that one back there badly.
Yeah, it took too long, Mickey. He's much better. One step, bang, but he put too much pressure on himself on that occasion and missed.
Well, Darren Jolly's kicked the ball out pretty well today. Chips it into the pocket this time and finds Gogol, who drops back and takes a nice grab. Just, well, covered about 25 metres. Neville Gogol, the ever-reliable in defence, puts the boot into it, goes out wide. That's a good kick too. Up high there, couldn't take the mark, was Flynn. At ground level, Marsh gathers, puts the boot into it very quickly. Welsh has got to go the spoil. He does. Don't take the mark over the top of Howard. Good mark, big fella.
Yes, and it was a great grab too, and Welsh now kicks it long too. That's the order of the afternoon for mine. Now, the dash. Elmer, hotly pressed there, Adam Kent. Ball now out of bounds, outer side, defensive side of the Western Oval here this afternoon, centre wing position. Scoreboard, 31, Anakie, 10, Corio, and we've been travelling about 22 minutes on the Corio Village Locksmith time clock.
21 points the difference as the boundary umpire plays it in. Up goes Walton versus Pittman. Neither player particularly effective. Goes past Marsh. Oh, in goes. That was Cousins. Put a good one on Elmer there too. Play on as the call. Umpire didn't see it. Down the ground she goes. Well, she stands firm at centre back and takes the mark. And things are getting a bit more lively up there now, Laurie to Goldie.
Certainly is. I like the way Welsh's moved himself across that half back line there. Cookie, he's just staying that kick behind all the time. He's getting quite a few kicks there.
He does it to perfection. Here's Cousins, punt kicks the ball up, goes Davey, knocked away by Simon. In goes Elmer, goes up the footy, knocked away from him. Here's Glenn Light charging around the outer side. Can't pick the footy up on this occasion. We're a bit tough behind play again, but the ball's gone out of bounds. I'll just switch back for a minute. There's just a few cut lunches being thrown wrong.
Certainly, and yeah, you a bit of a test of character here. Umpires have got their hands full. There's been one report already. As we see now, ball out of bounds. Centre wing, Robbie Walton. He'll do battle with Justin Tate. 53 plays 59. The Guernseys up they go. 59, I think you'll find, got the tap down. Comes to the base of the pack of players have formed. And I think you'll find that again, Darren Gilmore will bounce down. And yes, Cookie, there's no love loss here this afternoon. 27 minutes gone on the Corio Village Locksmith time clock.
Up goes Walton again. Cameron cards his way through the pack. The hand past Elmer's a good one. It sets him free in the centre of the ground. He goes long deep. Best it backs back and takes a beauty. He used the body magnificently against Shelley then. And the big fella, the heat on one leg, takes the mark in the forward pocket.
He was looking for 50 as well, but the umpire wasn't going to buy that, I think.
About the experienced players, Ron, they stand out in finals.
But he's certainly a character, isn't he?
Well, you want to see him up to about 30 cans. He's a character, all right? He comes in and punt kicks for goal. The kick has been applauded already. It's home! Oh, magnificent goal! Darryl Bisson kicks his second. Anakie, it's an Anakie avalanche at the moment. They've opened up a big margin.
That shoots our theory down, doesn't it? You shouldn't play unfit players.
Well, some blokes can carry injuries and some blokes can't, Laurie.
That's right, exactly right.
Yeah, test now for Swampy Marsh. Let's just see if he can carry it through.
Paul Camerotto, what he's doing, a lot of heavy work around that centre then. He was the guy that instigated that handball in that pack and brought it forward again.
Yeah, BOG for mine and for Ronnie. 6-1, 37, Anakie. Corio 1-4, 10. That's 27 points. The difference on the up. Easy shops.
Oh, too easy. Ha ha, the big fella punts it up the half forward. Lovely footy from Welchie. Up it goes. Loose ball. Keating under pressure. Oh, the big fella got it back again. He goes over the top. Oh.
Reeves, he missed that one. He would have liked to have grabbed it. Keating goes back to put a bit of pressure on. Great play, Daryl Bissett again. How dangerous is he down there?
That was top skills there. I think Greavesy just didn't quite read that.
No, but it was just so quick and reflex, wasn't it?
Yeah. He just took his eye off momentarily and
I
just
reckon,
lost sight of it.
I reckon he saw the Corio bloke coming.
Yeah, good call, Fano.
Thank you very much for that, Noel. Boundary throw in. Up goes Shelley. Doesn't get up in the air. It's the Cory Bissett does. Slaps it away. Goes towards Little Elmer. Beating everything on, but the base of this pack again. Cousins gets a little kick out of it. Goes out towards Camerado. Rebounded up the comic cuts, if you don't mind. He picks it up. He chips it across. Look for his old teammate Welshie. Here's another old teammate, D. Bissett, tumbling the punt kick into the forward line. It's not bad. Here's little Gavin. He takes the mark in the forward pocket. Anakie, you're on fire.
Yep, fabulous. Phil loves these opportunities because he's been with the Roos for many years. He's kicked one already, the dasher. Opportunity here, no more than 20 metres out, very slight angle. Shouldn't have too many problems in converting the 7th goal for the Anakie Roos.
Comes in and kicks to the right post. It starts to swing back. It didn't swing it up, I don't think. No, well, we reckon the breeze was pretty strong blowing across low. That one didn't seem to come at all.
Actually, that was a very poor attempt to finish that off there, I felt. He should have really kicked that. He wasn't that far out. They're the things that can well count at the end of the day.
That's right. They kicked that one. That's 7 goals, 1-1 for, and you know it's really hard to come back from there. The Apco Easy Shop scoreboard flashes up 38, plays 10. The ball's back into play now. Neville's long kick up goes Simon. Can't take the mark. Hawk Pittman. Gavin got his head pulled up and must take free kick at half forward flank, and let's see if he can make amends with a better directed kick than the last one, Ronnie Brain.
You've been a bit hard on me, Blakes. I thought that, he allowed for the breeze. He was just a bit stiff. It didn't come back. He's played on with a quick hand pass to the Welsh. Oh. Now, the mark, will it be paid?
No, Ronnie. No, won't be
I
paid.
tell you what, the big fella, look at the big smile on his face. He's copping a bit of an airfall from the boundary line, but he just points to the scoreboard and said, hey, have a look at that, stupid.
He loves that scoreboard.
We may have been a bit hard on Phil there, Ron. I agree with you there, but you have to kick those goals.
Certainly.
From that distance, I think they're going to leave them a window systems, and they have to go through.
It's 6 goals to 38 points on the board to the Anakie Football Club. Corio have got 1 goal for 10 points on the Apco Easy Shops first quarter scoreboard. Goal kickers running the first quarter.
Yeah, 2 goals apiece. Daryl Bissett, Brendan Jolly. Singles to Cory Bissett and Phil Gavin. Whereas for Corio, their sole goal kicker is that number 8 jumper, Mickey Howard.
Well, we're not too sure about the breeze, Laurie, but the second quarter will tell. Let's take a short break and we'll come back and see whether Corio can even up in the second quarter and perhaps get themselves right back into the game.
Okay, I was just going to say before we go to a break, I think there must be some cheap beer on sale or something because there's a big crowd here at the moment. It's picked up a lots of beer right here.
It's great, isn't it, for country footy?
There's Andrew Jamison on screen there in the 19. He's got the tracksuit on. He's on the bench there for Anakie. There's Johnny Cousins. He was the recipient of a headbutt, we believe, according to the professor of country.
I'm not sure who initiated
You're not sure who initiated. You're just saying that one was sent off and one stayed on.
Correct.
Well, we'll leave it at that. We'll come back for the second quarter while you charge your glasses at the Queen of the West Hotel.